Hello, everyone. Alright. Sorry, I always have to adjust some game volume in my ears before we start here. There we are. I do not want to continue from last save game, because I usually do a little bit of running around in the game to take pictures for the whatchamacallits, thumbnails. Let's go ahead, join into a game, make sure that my chat is facing the wrong thing, just in case you guys are wanting to, yeah. Why don't you pop into the chat, let me know that, who's all, coming in, showing up. I know I'm an hour late. Ended up, having a thing with friends this afternoon, and it was going a little bit late. Alright, so, we're heading to the Karthspire today. Let's go ahead and enter here. Left off in Whiterun. Not sure if you guys saw it. I was supposed to have it out a little bit earlier this weekend, but I put it out today. I guess it's been out for probably only 4 hours now. Hello. So, we did a little bit of, you can kind of call it a leveling stream. We didn't do a lot of leveling though.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops.
I had went on a little bit of an expedition, both to the lovely ruins here of Mizulft, and also to Halted Stream Camp. And those two places particularly because in Mizulft, that's where we got a lot of our dwarven metal, and I got a lot more there as well. And also to Halted Stream Camp, because that's how we got a decent amount of iron. So, no, I don't want to fast travel there. So, I'm not sure what I have in my inventory right now. 204, huh? Well, some of those things I don't really want to have on me right now. I did do a little bit of inventory clearing, but I mostly just dumped it into barrels. So that's also one thing that I would like to get done today, is buying something, a home that we could actually, you know, stop in, call our own for a little bit. I said in the last stream, or I guess the last recording or whatever, finding somewhere to
for sale, my friend.
To call home.
Some may call this
Somewhere to go
junk.
home to.
Me, I call them treasures.
Alright. Can you buy some mammoth tusks off me? Hey, there we go. Speech increased to 32. That helps a little bit, but we're gonna have a few things still to get rid of. For example, having a base out here in Whiterun, not the best, since things like access to smithing, access to alchemy tables, and enchanting tables, it's really nice to have close. And yeah, with some of the new, or with some of the, I call it new, but you guys probably have seen this all stuff already. It's not like I'm doing anything especially new or special. But with the with some of the Creation Club content that we have installed as part of the pardon me there. Oh. Alright, so with part of the creations content and the anniversary edition, there are a couple new homes, and some of them are like really easy to attain. Where, like, for example, with the Hearthfire DLC, you've got all of this. You have to build this entire place yourself. You have to cut the logs. You have to grab all the nails, and you build the place yourself step by step. There are some pre-made ones. Like, of course, each town has their own little place. Like over here, this is Bree's home, and it's purchasable. I think it still is missing some of the essentials, like it needs to have a enchanting table, which I don't remember if it does or not. I don't think it does. Anyways, I'm looking over at Hindraheim. That's the place that I'd like to settle down with. So we gotta go speak to this warrior, because we got this warrior's note. But maybe we'll just do that on the way to Karthspire. Another thing that I would like to do is do a couple quests in Markarth. Whether I do that today or not, we'll see. I'll get a little bit done with Karthspire, entrance to the Skyhaven Temple, meeting Paarthurnax, the dragon, over at the Throne of the World. So, we're still going to be doing a little bit of the main story quest. We'll see what we all get done today. One thing I wanted to show you, though, is that I forgot. I'm going to go ahead and toss that in there, because I forgot to sell that. Large antlers, huh? Let me just get rid of some of these things, and then I can move forward with that thought. Let's see. Miscellaneous. Get rid of anything that isn't a need in my inventory right now. Iron ingots. Don't need those. But they will be helpful later for making the dwarven bows. Soul gems. Deal with those later. Iron ore. I can deal with that. So we did a bunch of iron mining, and we got a bunch of the dwarven metal as well. That's what I was trying to show you earlier, but it's in the barrel, it's not in my inventory. Let's see, dwarven metal ingots. So we now have 390. It took quite a bit to get the rest of them, but we have some now. So we'll be able to melt that into math 1945. That's probably bad math. Nope. Yeah, 1945. Dwarven bows, which is a lot, but once we get to level, yeah, that'll help us level up our smithing. I'll be doing another smithing level up episode, I suppose. I didn't need to go out here. I just needed to leave to somewhere else. Let's go ahead and head over here. Oh, one moment. That sounds like a dragon. Where's the dragon? Been a lot of dragons around, actually. So is it going to attack us? Is it going to roar at us? Is it going to... Oh, there's two of them. Why are there two dragons there? I guess it looks like they don't want to fight. Maybe that was Alduin who was resurrecting a dragon? Honestly, I don't know how to tell them apart, but that was really weird. We spawned in hearing dragons, and there was 2 of them flying around. Okay. Good thing we don't need to deal with them, at least. Okay, where was I? Oh, there's a 3rd dragon? What in the world is this? That's a lot of dragons. What's going on in this province? Something crazy. 3 dragons in the sky at the same time. I've never seen 2. Never mind 3. Alright, let's continue. Probably try to figure out how to find this place by road and not just go straight to it. But then again, I don't know where the roads are. This kind of looks like a path. Okay, guys. I'll give you attention. I'm pretty sure I meant to summon my bow. Pretty sure it also did not summon my bow. I mean, my sword. Okay, I found a road now. So do we go up here? Maybe you keep going up the road. I'm gonna go up the road, and there's a lot of wolves. Hey, maybe I'll find a place up there sometime. Pretty sure this is not it. To the back of the house. How do we get to the front? It's a little awkward. This is the house, though. Does it actually? Yeah, that's a little steep. What are the options for getting or for coming through the front? That's a bear. Hello, bear. That is once again a bow. Since I used the magic on it, may as well improve my archery. Oh, what is that castle thing over there? That's actually right across from our place. I mean, our future place. Yeah, there's just doesn't seem to be any real place to get up, because I'm pretty sure you can't just walk up that front area here. Maybe I'm wrong. Apparently you could just walk right up here, huh? Nope, no, you can't. Frost, I need help. I left you up there, I shouldn't have. Okay, we'll go find him. Need to swap those hands because that is not the right spots. Alright, I have it mirrored so that my right hand controls my... or my left mouse controls my right hand, and my right mouse controls my left hand. Wait, I said that right. I mean, I said that twice. Alright, anyways. This over here is House Hendrheim, and... if we go ahead and look at the quest. First, for the note. Apparently this is a note message that you get from the courier. Specifically once you reach level 10. With the Hendrheim creative content available. Yeah, so Hendrheim is meant to be a warrior's home rivaling Sovereign itself. As the last of my clan, I wish to bequeath this home to a true warrior. You are not a Nord, yet I've heard of your prowess in battle, rivals that of our most legendary fighters. I ask you to prove it with your blade. So, it, supposed to be of Nord inheritance, but if you can, oh. Cap lock? Oh, that's what was putting me into walk mode. But if you can prove yourself with a fight, then she is willing to, give us the deed of this place.
Yeah?
Is she an Ord? She might be an Ord. But...
Huh?
Okay. I have received your letter. I've come to accept your challenge. Are you the fool who challenged me? Why would you call the person who's willing to give you their inheritance a fool? That would be mean.
I understand. Fight or die well. I'll try and make this quick.
Okay, so it's going into fight time. I forget how to block with my shield. Really, Frost? You choose now of all times? Okay, let me just go ahead and fight here.
I'll paint the snow with your blood. It's nothing. The white take you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to pulled my punch in the last swing there. I apologize. She was using a magic sword, though. That's why we were taking so much damage. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Thank you. As well as amethyst note. She has the key on her. Got a lockpick. Let's read that note. Edwina's note. When the world was young, things were simpler. It was us or them. We fought to survive, and in death we found glory. Now we fight our own shield sisters and brothers for banners that change with the wind. When I killed Hajrek on the battlefield, I vowed not to take up arms again. I found honor in this choice, but shame in its consequence. The bards do not sing tales of those who die in their homes, slain by time. If I am to see him again, I must stand eye to eye with soon on the whalebone bridge and earn my place in the Hall of Valor. I miss you, brother. Wait for me in Sovngarde. Well, seems like she is growing a bit older, and she wanted to die a warrior's death. And, well, I guess we assisted. We now have a fully built and furnished place here. And this place is now ours. We've got wood chopping block, a smelter. We have so we've got smelter, forge, workbench. I guess going around is the better choice there. And we've got tanning rack, grindstone, anything out here that we could need. We've got a stable here. And we could also find I'm pretty sure we could find a house girl to take after the house for us, I think. But I'm not even sure if that's true. Alright. It's completed Hendrheim. I guess I should have looked at that quest. I've looked at it myself, but I kind of forgot to mention... There it is. I've received a letter regarding Hendrheim, a warrior home nestled in the mountains north of Bile Gulch Mine. After defeating the owner in single combat, with Frost helping me out, I took the key to the house and claimed it for myself. Alright. So, as you could see, we now have a quite the nice place here. Yeah, we got some weapon racks on either side here. Could use a little bit more lighting in that section. And that's not really something that we could change. Looks like there's a downstairs option. We've got a full alchemy lab and arcane enchanter directly on the same table. That's kind of cool. Solution of health, elixir of enhanced stamina. There are some nice potions in here too. A glass jar. Okay, interesting, but... Oh, and some bookshelves that we could put some books on. Lots of food. Cooking spit for us to use. It's got a bar. Someone hit a pie, a couple pies. I wonder how freshly they were baked. Oh. That's some decent display room. What do we got here? That weapon, shield, and sword? Or is that only sword? I forget how the display racks in this game work. It probably only works for a weapon. And what do we have in the back here? Oh, look, we got an oven too. That's wonderful. You can even make some baked goods. And back here, here's the bedrooms. Got room enough for 2 kids. And there is a nice desk here. Bookcase. A nice, ooh, that's quite a nice bench. And a double bed here as well. Okay, I'm gonna go check the downstairs. Because I saw that there was a downstairs. Oh my. Anyone want a gigantic display hall? Wow. It's even got a place for collecting all of the different dragon masks. And the names of them as well. That's, place rooful. It takes only specific weapons, too. It's for a giant collection. Like, specific things to find. Butterfly in a jar, moth in a jar, dragonfly in a jar. It's literally just essentially an achievement section. Yeah, 100% weapon and item completion. Rack, sword, staff. Wow. Places for additional weapon racks. There's some shield racks up here. I'm probably not going to fill this entire place up because that seems like a lot. All of these weapons and such. I definitely have some of the masks though. That'd be good to play some of the masks. Anyways, I stopped by here. I'll probably go ahead and find, maybe on some free time or whatever, I'll find a place for a bunch of different items. Like, I'll be wanting a place to place all my crafting materials or any weapons that I've found and want to keep. Different things like that. I wanted to check this place out because it's part of the anniversary edition. And it looks quite cool. Ah, you're right, and this is the table over here. Quite the place. Quite well done. Now, my question is, does the outside match the inside? Because I was seeing the shape of the inside, and I want to know, does it? Possibly. Probably not as much as it should. Like, it should probably go out a bit further. But, yeah. Oh, it's got some salmon, it's got some rabbit, some pheasant. The reason why I specifically wanted a place here as well... Oh, right. Turning around backwards doesn't work. I mean, backing a horse does not work. And you can only get off in certain situations. If you have specific space on the left side to complete the animation. Let me go ahead and do that. How to park a horse? I do not know. That's not apparently not enough room to park a horse. That's... Get me off. There we go. So, now a teleport location. And we can use this place. But the reason why I actually wanted to get... one of the reasons why I wanted to get this place is because, well, we're a Breton, and it's within the reach, and I figured that was a safe and fitting place. Since the Bretons traditionally spent a decent amount of time in and around Markarth. You actually find a lot of people specifically in Markarth that are Bretons opposed to any other race, and you don't find a lot of Bretons elsewhere either. Of course, there's that one annoying shopkeeper in Whiterun that mentioned on multiple occasions that he would definitely be interested in selling his mum for the right price. Something like that. So, not exactly, there's not a lot of Bretons around, is what I'm trying to say. Apparently there's a lot of wolves. That looks cool. The steps and that waterfall, double waterfall, I guess. Okay, so we're off to Karthspire now, and we've got to head over there and meet Delphine and Esbern.
I'm on my way to Windhelm to join up with the Stormcloaks. Ulfric has the right of it.
Alright. From someone this far to the west, being interested in the Stormcloaks. Kind of typically divided as this half is Imperial territory and the other half is Stormcloak. But that guy's got a long journey. He's starting from here and walking all the way over here. Might take a while. Okay, where are we heading? Left or right? I'm gonna head this way. Is it the right way? I'm beginning to think no. Okay, we go back around. Follow the road until it's time to split, or else I will get lost. Not that I'm prone to getting lost often. Hello, what is this?
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
Shrine to Debella, huh? That's a fancy spendy necklace. That's a speech bonus, if I'm not mistaken. Karthspire. That's not exactly where I'm going, but maybe it'll point me in the right direction. Yeah, one thing I would like to do, if we get the time, after chatting with the rest, is... now there's a dragon, huh? Everyone, pause. Let me finish that thought before I entirely lose it. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's gone. Yep. That's my sieve. I mean, that's my mind. It's like a sieve. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Alright. So, I was interested in actually doing a little bit of chatting with some of the people in Markarth, doing a couple of those quests, because it is, yeah, Breton related for the most part. Another thing, though, was the Dwemer ruin underneath the city, under Stone Keep. If I can pronounce it remotely correctly, Nichwand Zel? I don't know if that's correctly. But, anyways, the ruins underneath Markarth actually have quite a bit of dwarven metal. If that 390 isn't enough, we'll definitely want more from there. But of course, we still have to get to level 30 in smithing before we can actually even start making the dwarven stuff and using that metal. Okay, let's go ahead, grab a sword or a bow. Wow.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm.
I am just impressed and
Stormcloak wants to see them.
don't exactly know what to say about that, because that dragon just literally torched all of them and they all instantly died. Hey! After me, dummy. Why are you attacking my horse? Stop chasing Frost. I can't see with this bright fire in my eyes. That's an ancient dragon, huh? Well, I don't have very many potions on me. I left a lot of them behind. Do I have regeneration? I don't think I brought any of those either. So I'm going to need some healing magics, because I am in trouble. Okay. I'm gonna leave this dragon be. If I can find Frost. Assuming Frost isn't dead. Frost, there you are. This dragon isn't really liking the whole landing idea. Yeah. Okay. If I had some potions, I'd probably be a little bit better equipped to deal with you. Apparently Karthspire was way back there. Is it on an island? That doesn't seem right. Oh, this is for Swarm territory too, huh? Oh, it finally landed. Where in the world am I going? I want to get way back over here. I don't actually think there's a way to that place. Well, we'll try to get there if we can. No, that's not it either, huh? Across here. Apparently there's a lot of Nernroot over here as well. Although I forget what that's all for. Yep, once again, that's the wrong way. Usually I'm better with directions. Hello, mud crab. Mr. Dragon, are you still following me? That's most definitely you following me, huh?
Uh-oh.
It would seem like I brought the rest of the friends in. Oh right, I also don't have my things that give me bonus magic. Only my Galder Amulet. And... let me just check. Do I have Conjuration Adept? No I don't. I should probably get that. If I want to be doing magics. Ah, I don't really want to, but I will. Okay, can we use a bit of slow time, perhaps?
This day.
What are you running away from, dragon?
I need some help with this one.
Okay.
It's nothing.
There we go.
I can't believe it. Not bad, but it won't save.
That's some very accurate magic.
I'm in a bit of trouble here. I need some help with this one. No! You won't leave here alive!
Let's get this over with.
Alright, so is that all of them? That was a lot. Forsworn armor, huh? Oh, nope, wasn't all of them.
Come and face the wall. Damn it!
I'm gonna go ahead and stand here and fire arrows. That really messes with the aim, those attacks. Yeah, I don't think I can effectively kill her with arrows.
I can use a hand here.
It's also not helping my ability to... I equipped the other stuff? Why are you still active? What the heck? Okay. Maybe I'm just, Okay. We'll try that again. But, where were we? Way over here. I'm gonna go ahead, teleport over to Reachwater Rock. That's probably gonna be the quickest for us. But it also brings us to a place where... Yeah, actually this isn't bad. We probably just drop down and... cross here, huh? Although... Not exactly good riding terrain. Oh, there's that dragon, though. Okay. What are the chances that Frost is actually going to live after this, though? Oh, that's Delphine. She's downed already. Not a good sign. Okay, let's go ahead, activate our power. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my slow time. Ow! That's... magic absorption is weird. A percentage chance to just either dodge an entire fire breath or just take full damage from it. It's a weird system. Yeah, and we just get eaten. Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. The amount of magic resistance I have, too. That dragon shouldn't be able to do that much to me. How much do I have? Let's see. I think we have, what, 50-something%? No. 25... 65%? I'm not mathing right. 60% of being able to dodge or take 50%, 60% less damage. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to go on foot, so that way we don't have Frost dying. Is that same dragon gonna come and hunt us down? Since it happened twice in a row, I'd probably say there's a good chance of it. Yeah, there it is. I wonder if there's a dragon roost over there. Oh, that actually hit that first arrow? Wow, that dragon is getting absolutely pelted by those ice spikes. I have no idea why that dragon's moving. Oh no, the frost effect is hyper slowing the dragon. That's what it is. That's why the dragon can't move while flying in midair. Okay, let's go ahead. What just killed me there? What was it? Edburn's fireball? Or fireball ball that just actually killed me? So I didn't see that dragon moving. Yikes. These ancient dragons are definitely something else. I wonder if this fight is specifically scripted and meant to happen during this quest. The moment that it seems that you're going to get close to Karthspire is when it pops out. Hey, there's a bridge. Why didn't I see that bridge earlier? Because it's not on the map. That bridge didn't show up on the map. Uh,
Let's get this
Good at the
over.
dragon, not me, Miss Forsworn peoples.
Come on. Come on.
Skyrim's map is more of a suggestion than a fact. Well, I am a personal lover of maps, and what kind of bugs me is that typically maps are used for people to understand and to know where to go and how to get there. So that's what I look for in a map. I look for, how can I get from this place to this place? Oh, I have to cross a river. It doesn't say that there's a road, but apparently there's a road right over here. And when you teleport to a location that's close, it's not like it's on a road directly. But yeah, anyways, I understand this fact, and although, on the other hand, I also know that, like, I'm pretty sure clouds and such, and, like, weather conditions are, like, supposed to mimic the world, aren't they? I thought they were, anyways. So I figured they would have had, it would have been more of a overview, like, satellite view, sort of. But with things missing, I guess not. Anyways, thanks for that comment there, zombie robot. Much appreciated. Oh, hello. I do not want to fight you with a bow. I may have just, went a little bit too far here. I am... Oh, there's the dragon. Where'd it go? I see a shadow. Oh, hello. Wait. That is very much a frost dragon. The previous dragon that we fought was a fire dragon. That's interesting. Sounds like Delphine went down. Oh, there's the dragon again. That's not good for my health. Okay, dragon skin, please. And also... Oh wait, I can't do both of those at the same time. Ow. That was painful. Oh, that's put on the ground. Why is this guy trying to attack me?
You brought this on your...
I am in trouble. The clouds and dragon fights are perfect, but the pathway and roads not so much. Alright. Aye. Okay. What do I do at this fight? I think I just keep firing my bow. And out of magic. Uh, and it takes a lot of magic for my bow. Oh my.
I'm not afraid of you.
Where is this dragon? How is it so easy to lose a dragon? That's just going over its head. Why are these shots not reaching him? I'm watching the arrows. They should be hitting, no? I'm not seeing his damage bar or health bar go down. Oh, I just went in the water. Good thing my bow didn't unsummon. That's awkward. I cannot hit him from here. You've had dragons clip through the ground. Oh, wonderful. Oh, that was aimed at me, huh?
Need some help with this one.
It just... his health isn't going down by very much.
This one's mine.
Yeah, I don't seem to do a lot of archery damage. Well, that'll increase as we get more levels. We're level 38 now. I kind of just recently got the bound bow.
I gave up this kind
For
of
the
thing
blade.
a long time ago.
I have... oh. Dang. Esbern, what in the world are you doing? I wouldn't say that I've played Skyrim much. I've definitely played it quite a few hours. How? Let's see. On that note, how many hours do I have in Skyrim? Yeah, a lot of that time was on main menu, but I've got a good 700 hours now in Skyrim, so I've played it a bit. Not as much as many people, I'm sure. And I have yet to actually even complete the main story quest. So that's what the goal is for this current character, is the main story quest and the Civil War quest line.
Need some help with this one.
I just honestly, this dragon is doing a lot of damage to me with the amount of resistance that I have. And I forgot to bring all my health potions and other potions. Do I have anything else? Magicka, that would help. Can I please use another potion? And stamina.
Let's get this over with.
possibly I can use my bow. There we go. I'm definitely not the best Skyrim player either out there. Oh, that's still doing damage to me, huh? There we go. Wow. That was difficult. And I didn't do very much of the work either. Guess that's the difference between a regular dragon and an ancient dragon, because I was dealing with ancient dragons pretty easily.
The dragon is yours. There can be no doubt. Are the dragonborn of prophecy?
Are you sure this is Alduin? Very good.
Okay, so... bound bow to do the most damage, need points in archery and conjuration. I do have the mystic binding, which is the most damage you can get with the bound bows. But yeah, I just don't have any archery perks. I've got my one-handed perks up, but I kind of just started with the whole archery thing. So yeah, I don't have much there. Critical shot, steady hand, power shot. What kind of stuff would you recommend for, like, if I'm going to be doing mainly one-handed, but I also want to have a little bit of archery to go with it, what kind of perks would you suggest for archery? Because I haven't really decided on what I'm going to put in it yet. Karthspire camp and Karthspire itself. Where do I find Karthspire? Up here? Okay, I think I will try to grab what I can from these people. Including the Shimmering Nerds. Steady hand. Let me have a peek at that one. Ah, the zooming in slows time. Yeah, that could definitely help with aim. So that slows time for both of you, though, right? So you'll be able to slow time to be able to aim your shots, right? But your shots are still gonna fire slower and those sort of things, right? I don't know if it adds too much damage. But I guess it increases your damage if you actually hit the arrows. I guess I'm just wanting to know if that makes you fire faster, effectively. Because it seems with the slow time shout, like you're able to go a little bit faster. But like than the other people, I mean. Like if you use
Did you need something?
But yeah, definitely help with targets in motion too. The steady hand slowing time. Not faster, more accurate. Okay. That's what I was originally thinking. Well, I wasn't sure really.
So it wasn't my imagination.
What's the hurry?
Jeez.
To come.
As burning his giant fire explosion magic. It is very flashy. And blinding. I didn't need that arrow. Vigorous magicka and stamina. Thank you. I needed potions. Now if you could give me some health potions too, that would be wonderful. Power shot helps with heavy armor foes. Which one's power shot? Arrows stagger all but the largest opponents 50% of the time. I assume just because you're saying that the melee people won't be able to get onto us quickly. Do you know if enemies, like, I'm not sure how perks work on enemies, but like with the isn't there a heavy armor perk that allows you to like reduce the amount of stagger you take? Yes, Tower of Strength allows you to take 50% less stagger. Quick shot is 30% faster. Okay. Eagle Eye, critical shot, power shot, quick shot. I definitely don't care about Hunter's Discipline, recovering arrows from bodies, because I am using Conjured Bow, or the Bound Bow. Critical shot, I'm beginning to think if crits are actually really worth it. Because it's only... Okay, it's a chance of doing extra damage. How much extra? Is that a chance of double damage? Or is that
We've got to get this
something
bridge.
else?
These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You have the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom.
We must be getting close. We should proceed cautiously.
We'd best be careful in here.
Where do I find this puzzle, huh? Crits are just kill
Yes,
counts.
that's it. The symbol on the middle pillar.
Whatever you did, it worked.
Oh,
Let's see what those old blades left in our way.
well, that was a little easier than I thought it would be. Okay. It does say, like, a pop-up in the corner saying, like, critical strikes have done more damage, right? Oh, jeez. Ow. That was, I stepped on it first.
Yes, yes.
I think we must be close to the entrance.
Oh, it's a path. That's what it is. Of course, you've got to follow the dragon. Right? Yeah, that's what it would have been, huh? Didn't think about that. Most enemies only go to around 30 to 50 points in any skill tree. I have noticed that a lot of the companions, or at least I've seen on the wiki, that there are a lot of companions, I'm saying like stewards and other such people that can accompany you, they're able to like get like 80 or 90 or 100 in like their main skills. Or at least that's what I was seeing there.
One.
Ebony plate gauntlets, huh? Don't I already have those? Ebony gauntlets for ebony plate gauntlets. What's the difference? 52 armor, 47 armor. Okay.
They're remarkably well preserved, too.
Sneaking with a bow is great against humanoids. I've definitely done the stealth archer playstyle in yeah, that was probably one of the first few things that I did, was the stealth archer.
No doubt.
It is actually quite satisfying.
Blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look
Esmond's
here.
probably right.
You see how the ancient blades
Try
revered
using your blood on the
Cyrodiil?
carved seal on the floor.
Don't cut my new gloves. I just got
Come to
those.
life. You did it. Here's the entrance. After you, Dragonborn.
Yeah, this is something that I've actually never done before. This
There's
is
no telling what we might find inside.
this is kind of cool. Oh, twisty. The staircase actually does make me feel quite uneven. It's quite weird. I could use a little bit of light in here.
Let's go see if Esbern's right about Alduin's wall.
Okay, that's a little bit bright. Wow. Lots of carvings.
Original Akaviri bas-reliefs, almost entirely intact. Amazing. You can see how the Akaviri craftsmen were beginning to embrace the more flowing Nordic style.
We're here for Alduin's wall, right, Esbern?
Yes, we'll have more time to look around later, I suppose. Let's see what's up ahead.
Base stats for the bound bow are same as basic Daedric bow. Yes. My question is, what's the difference between the basic bound bow then and also, like, of course it takes the shape of the Daedric bow, but how does the
We need information.
the mystic binding, the bound weapons do more damage, affect the damage as well then? And on that note, how do arrows affect it?
Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the dragon cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is falling from the sky. The Nord Tongs, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his turn.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Graybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Graybeards?
I'd say power is definitely dangerous, but it's more of how it's used. Which is why they don't really use it much.
Only if those that shrank from their destiny. Well, you've never heard of them, have you? And there are the villains, those that misused their power. There's always a choice, and there's always a risk. But if you live in fear of what might go wrong, you'll end up doing nothing. Like the Graybeards up on their mountain.
Yeah, I suppose.
Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old Blades
I
might
see.
have left for
I didn't
us.
realize the Blades had already
hideout that we could have
not
hoped
liked the Graybeards. I kind of thought they were
Talon's
similar on the same page.
Look here, in the third
Ah, Alduin's Wall.
prophecy which brought
Achievement.
the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the Blades. You see their distinctive longswords. Now they kneel, their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history.
Hey, I'm in the Blades armor. I match. A cool carving, though. Well done, guys.
Hey, did you say something? Haven't you been paying attention to anything I've said? Only you can finally defeat Alduin and avert the end of the world. If we can just find out what shout the Nord heroes used, you may have a chance. Or not. There's no guarantee with prophecy. Merely hope.
You're in luck. There is a blessing the Blades used on the eve of battle. It's supposed to prepare the mind for slaying dragons. I doubt the blessing's effects would last for very long. So ask whenever you're heading out, and I'll perform the proper rites. May the scale... That's all there is to it, Dragonborn. Good luck.
Dragon Slayer's Blessing. What is this? 10% increased crit chance versus dragons for 5 days.
Goodbye.
Interesting.
What is it?
I know the prophecy by heart. Once all Blades knew it. When misrule takes its place at the 8 corners of the world. When the brass tower walks and time is reshaped. When the thrice blessed fail and the red...
Oh yeah, you were saying about that. The arrow's power
when the
is around
Dragonborn
steel
ruler
most of the time.
loses his throne.
Mystic Binding is a small upgrade, 10 or 15 points.
When the snow tower lies sundered, kings bleed,
Okay,
world eater wakes,
so...
and the wheel turns.
Oh, that's a big... These are some big doors. Oh no, that's just... multiple doors together. I see.
Well, I'm gonna look around. See what the old Blades left for us.
Gonna keep looking around. So Hello. On that note, about the about conjuration, bound bows, and such. I do definitely like the idea, but at the same time, oh, those are cool. Backpacks. Like, if you just put a little couple points into smithing, or like you spend some time smithing, it seems like you could, or enchanting as well, I suppose. Seems like you could definitely get a lot more strength out of that, especially in the late game. I know in the early game, like, the bound weapons are, like, really good until you actually start leveling up. But maybe it's just because I'm underleveled? But, like, bound weapons, they seem, like, a little bit weak. Although I have noticed that, or at least I've learned that it takes a little bit less time to swing them, and it takes some less stamina as well to actually use them. So I guess there's that advantage, since the actual use of the weapon is based off of the amount it weighs. I'm not sure if damage has an effect on weight either, but... Ah. That is a... Wow, nice. One-handed increased to 91. Okay, I will take that then. Thank you. Found a magic sword. Actually, it might not be magic. It might just be a named sword. That's enough for me. That's a lot of blade swords. Bone arrow. Oh, that's the specialty ammunition stuff, huh? Okay, we already have a set of the blade stuff. That's cool, though. I've never seen ammunition like that. However, I'm not actually going to be able to use it, am I? With that with the bound bow. Bone arrow, 26 damage, huh? I would have figured that the bound arrows would also be Daedric. But I guess it's the formula is probably just the damage of the arrow plus the damage of the bow. Dragonbane. 30 points of extra damage to dragons. Elven and glass weapons are faster than Daedric, Ebony, and Dragonbone. Okay. And that's... yeah, I guess that's because of weight. Why did you just swap from one chair to the next? Alright, let's go ahead and head over to chat with the Graybeards. Cool place.
Did you need something?
There, Skyhaven Temple. New location. Cool. Talk to Arngeir. Clinic supplies is still in there. Alright, time to have a chat with Arngeir. Where's he at? This way. Is it Wolfgar? It looks like Wolfgar.
Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn.
Okay, what do I say? I'd like to learn more about the
learned
voice.
so much already, Dragonborn. Growing your gift too quickly would be dangerous. But there are many
The
words
lighter the
of
weapon, the
power
faster the
in
swing or
Skyrim,
draw
carved
speed.
in the dragon
Heavier the
tongue.
weapons,
Even
the more
from here,
base
we can
damage.
feel the thum resonate from them.
Hmm.
Finding these lost words would be
Okay.
a sufficient test to temper your abilities with experience. Ask when you are ready to search. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
Uh-oh. Gonna have to make a choice here now.
What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn. No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einoth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make. No, I cannot teach it to you because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself. But not Dragonrend. The knowledge of that shout was lost in the time before history began. Perhaps only its creators ever knew it, but I am not the one to speak of it to you.
So I am also correct in saying then that with the bound weapons, they will be the fastest because, well, I assume because they don't have a weight, right? Even though they still have a base damage of something near Daedric.
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. You weren't ready, you still aren't ready. But, thanks to the Blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer. To get the answers you seek, you must... He is our leader. He surpasses us all.
Anniversary Edition gives
in his
crossbows,
mastery
huh?
of the way of the voice.
Interesting. I've never been much or very interested in like
He lives in
style of
seclusion on the
playing
very
with crossbows.
top of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
So, yeah, like, it actually kind of bugs me because just talking or thinking about, Dungeons and Dragons, just as an example right now, that the crossbow expert feat just makes the archery playstyle really ridiculous and like way stronger than really anything else, right? Because you've got the it ignores the loading property. You're able to just rapid fire crossbow shot with the normal crossbow, and yeah, it just kind of bugs me because crossbows take time to load, and that's kind of their thing. And like, they're great assassin weapons. Like, if you want to be able to have a strong, straight and true shot that's going to be able to, you know, fell a target, you're going to be able to have great accuracy with them. That's all I would really use them for. Other than that, I'm not a big fan.
The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way. Look. Grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
I wonder what kind of other uses Clear Skies has other than clearing skies. You clear away fog and inclement weather. It's got a recharge of 5, 10, and 15, huh? Alright. Yeah, this is way farther than I've actually ever gotten in the main story. I wouldn't say, like, way farther, but definitely further than usual. Skyrim crossbow takes longer to load than a regular bow. Oh. I'm trying to read chat over here. That's not going to help me. Yeah, that actually does feel pretty fast. Skyrim crossbow takes longer to load than a regular bow and makes more noise. The upside is they ignore 50% of armor, including dragons. Okay. It seems weird that they would... Oh, that's a troll. Go. I also have never really used shields. Okay. It does seem... Okay, I understand loading a crossbow would definitely make a lot more noise. But, like, if you've already got a crossbow loaded, that's what I'd like to see. Like, if you're gonna have crossbows in the game, there should definitely be a loading mechanism that's a bit different. Like, perhaps you load it before going into combat, then you sneak up to the person, and then you're able to fire. So that way you don't have the issue with the loading or the noise of the crossbow. That would be something to consider, but... Just wanted to mention a side fact that Dragonborn really kind of sounds like a bit of a bird when he's using that shout.
Drem Yolok, greetings, Wunderneek. I am Paarthurnax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? Yes, Vaza. You speak true, Dovahkiin. Forgive me. It has been long since I held Tinvak with a stranger. I gave in to the temptation to prolong our speech. Evenar Balok, there are many hungers it is better to deny than to feed. Drechni Nakib, discipline against the lesser aids in Kachnar, denial of the greater. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. The word calls you. Go to it. A gift, Dovahkiin. You'll understand fire as the Dove do. Now, show me what you can do. Treat me not as mortal, but as Dova. Ah, yes. Sosedo Vlostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech.
Oh,
with
of
one
Shadows.
my own
I've heard of that
kind.
one.
So, you have made your way here to me.
Although I didn't get to look
easy
very much into
task
it.
for a jaw, mortal, even for one of Dovasos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Yes, they are very protective of me, Bahlan Fadon. But I do not know the Thum you seek, Croesus. It cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
Yeah, pretty good world. Don't want it to end.
Nid.
Oh, whoops.
If you wish me to answer your question, Pruzha, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world
Hard to
is simply
beat,
the
easy
aid
to
of
get.
the next
What are you saying?
Kappa, Lean Vokin. Would you stop the next world from being born? Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monaven, what you name Throat of the World?
Dragons like mountains. You can get it really early, I see. But it's hard to get early, is what you're saying. I'll have to take a peek in how to find it. Just like Hendraheim, like, it's pretty easy to get. You just get the quest level 10, you go up to the person, you beat them, and you say, "Can I live here?" And they can't respond because they're dead, but they have the key for you.
True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Varucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated. Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Okmulag Unsrad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
Elder Scroll? Ah, yes.
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwalan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suyek. Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. Crosis, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I.
Ah, Avenici, huh? And he gives you the quest for the Bow of Shadows. Lord Keeper of the College will
Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran. Incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag, you will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master: Fus, Faim, and Yol. It is called force in your tongue, but as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum Arc Mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back.
Interesting.
Which calls to you, Dovahkiin? Fade in your tongue. Mortals have greater affinity for this word than the Dove. Everything mortal fades away in time, but the spirit remains. Ponder the meaning of spirit, Unslad Zi. Where mortal flesh may wither and die, the spirit endures. That is fine. Let that meaning fill you, Sum Arc Mora. You will find that your spirit will give you more strength. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin?
Eternal Spirit added?
Fine. In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyek, power. You have it, as do all Dove. But power is inert without action and choice. Think of this as the fire builds in your sum, in your breath. Sum Arc Mora. What will you burn? What will you spare?
Alright, well, some interesting stuff.
Sum Dremyolok, greetings. Return it here to the Tid Achran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Achran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel, know Dragonrend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir. The first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against
I'm looking forward to this
Alduin.
stuff. It sounds interesting.
They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Hun. The Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater. Vomendok, I do not know. Perhaps in the very doing, they erased the knowing of it from time itself. The Dove are children of Akatosh. Thus, we are specially attuned to the flow of time. Perhaps also uniquely vulnerable. I warned them against such a rash action. Even I could not foresee its consequences. Nust Lihorn, they would not listen. Yes, there were a few of us that rebelled against Alduin's Thur, his tyranny. We aided the humans in his overthrow. But they did not trust us. Ni Ov. Their inner councils were kept hidden from us. I was far from here on the day of Alduin's downfall, but all Dove felt the sundering of time itself. Speak, I will listen. Lok Thum.
All right. Optional talk to Arngir. Okay. I'll go have a chat with him. What direction? That way? Okay, I'm just gonna hope that I don't die falling off the cliff. Let's just quick save just to make sure. Just take the fast way down. Just not too fast. Okay. All good. We're back. And there's a lot of doors here. Not sure which one to use. Where's Arngir? Ah, there he is.
So, you spoke to Paarthurnax. The dragon blood burns bright within you. Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Did he teach you the dragon wren to shout? Well, so be it. If he believes it is necessary for you to learn this, we will bow to his wisdom. We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves would rightly fear to tamper with such things. As for where to find it, such blasphemies have always been the stock in trade of the mages of Winterhold. They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek.
Alright. Wow, that's a lot of options to chat with him. Alright.
Above, voice within.
So, what do we got next for current quests here? Elder Knowledge, huh? Learn the location of the Elder Scroll, or optional, talk to Arngir.
Wind. Such blasphemy. Take your question to the College of Winterhold.
Okay.
They may be able to help.
Looks like that's where we'll have to go next. So, next time we'll probably be going through the Elder Knowledge. There might be a little bit more. I'll have to look through that and see how much we have left of the second act of the story. Oh. Let's go back to using the shout. We actually have 3 Dragon Souls now. Shout to the sky, a cry to the clouds that awakens the destructive force of Skyrim's lightning. Interesting. Yeah, you know, I don't have a whole lot of shouts here. But, I don't necessarily need a lot of shouts. Alright, Frost, where are we heading? You don't know? Okay. Well, one place that I would like to head is Markarth. However, I don't exactly know what quite to do in Markarth. Of course, there are the other options for leveling. Like, we went to the Halted Stream Camp. There's also the Ember Shard Mine and Fort Fellhammer. And if we're looking for more Uemmer equipment, that's where we'll be looking in. We'll be looking in Markarth for that. There are some Markarth related quests that I'd be. I'm not sure if I'd want to do the Markarth quests in particular, but perhaps the ones on the Dwemer Ruins might be interesting. Like, I know that there is the Forsworn conspiracy. Not exactly sure if I really want to be getting into the Forsworn stuff. And then, of course, there's also where is that? Something like entering this specific room inside Markarth. Yeah, that's one of the Daedra quests. I think, though, that I'll probably call it there for today. Went ahead, learned about... I could still hear their shouts from over here. We went ahead and we learned about the, we went to Skyhaven Temple, learned from Alduin's Wall, talked to Paarthurnax. We now have a teleport location to the Throne of the World. That's kind of nice. What else? There are definitely some quests around. Grey Cowl of Nocturnal, I think I'm going to go ahead and disappear that one. I was doing that one briefly because I just happened to be around that place called Riften. Alright, so got to learn the location of the Elder Scroll. We've already finished off the College of Winterhold quests. We're talking about the creative or the creations on the like the Bow of Shadows stuff, huh? Where do I find that? We do now have these different adventure backpacks. That's kind of cool. Should we see what one of those backpacks looks like? Apparel. Dark leather backpack. Fine leather backpack. Leather backpack. Mage backpack with bedroll. I'm gonna say that it probably doesn't increase total weight, huh? Oh, it does! It gives a whole 75 bonus weight. And 20 points of magicka. Okay, what are the other things? 75 points. Okay. Thief backpack. Lockpicking increases 15% more. That's cool. They actually increased a way to carry more weight. And it only weighs 1. I approve. That's kind of cool. Difference between the mage backpack and the fine leather backpack is one of them has the bedroll. That's kind of cool, though. I approve. Not something I'm very likely to use, but cool nonetheless. What are the other creative, or the content that we've got here? We've got all of the different alternate armors. I'm not entirely sure what to think about them. Oh, I scrolled down on the chat and I couldn't see anything. Alright, let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of different alternate armors. Arcane accessories. From robes that grant spellcasting bonuses to ancient tomes holding powerful spells, like Paralysis Rune, Unbound Frost. This pack will increase any mage's effectiveness. Robes and spells can be purchased at vendors and appear in containers. Interesting. Arcane Archer. Equipment specially designed for archers. Telekinesis arrows, Soul Stealer arrows, and a unique power that equips a bound quiver. I see. Soul Stealer arrows found at Kagruma's. What about that bound quiver thing? That's kind of cool. No idea what it does, but sounds cool. Arms of Chaos? Yes. Alright. Bitter Cup. Some extra quests. Bloodchill Manor is a location. The Bow of Shadows, there it is. Forged by Nocturnal and used by assassins. It grants the user the gifts of invisibility and speed. Wasn't there a specific dwarven bow that also greatly increased the speed? I forget exactly where to find it. It's been quite a while since I've actually played Skyrim, and yeah, that wasn't Blackreach. I don't remember where I found that, but it was Bound Quivers mid. Yeah, hey, it sounds cool. That's what counts, right? Like Swift Quiver, was it? Or something like that? What's your honest opinion on the bound bow versus, like, going with a regular bow that you upgrade yourself? What would you say are, like, some of the pros and cons there? That's something that I would be interested to know about. While we chat about that, I'm gonna go ahead and travel, grab some stuff from Whiterun, and see if I can find a place for it in our new place that we found over in Hendrheim. Oh yeah, that's gonna make me very much too heavy. Okay, so what are my options? Okay. Not sure how much of this stuff I actually want to keep. Yeah, on that note. Okay. I'll put some stuff over there. Some stuff is to sell. I'm gonna go ahead and grab certain things that I know I'm going to be either selling or going ahead and getting rid of. Let's go ahead and equip one of those backpacks while we're transporting some stuff. That's going to be useful, just having a backpack, even if you don't want to wear it. Just being able to, you know, toss some things in the back and or toss a backpack on and being able to decrease that weight. Dragon bones and scales. Those should probably be sold. Yeah, what's your opinion there on the bound bow? Okay, regular bow. You can improve and enchant. Bound bow has 0 carry weight. And takes time to actually draw. Opposed to the other ones. Okay, yeah. Theoretically, and this is something that I'm trying to do and looking to do in the next, like, over the next week or so, I would like to do, like, a bunch more smithing to get armor. But also I would like to work on, like, getting my enchanting up. Because if I'm able to get my enchanting up, high enough, to where I can put a bunch of, like, fortify one-handed enchantments, for example. Like, I'm not going to be doing a ton of archery. I might do a little bit, so maybe I'll grab something that increases my archery. Depending on, like, I had a bunch of different, like, a list of things that I was considering putting in for enchantments. But, like, grab all of the options for, increase one-handed. So, increasing one-handed skill would give me a bunch more damage on my one-handed. So then I would be able to use the bound sword effectively, and I wouldn't feel underpowered that way. So, I'm going to be trying to get my alchemy and my enchanting up so that I could improve my my conjured weapon. It's an interesting build. I totally understand just the appeal of going non-magical, but that is the fact that it doesn't take a lot of carry weight. Like, I had the idea of the Breton spell, the spell warrior, or however you want to, spell knight, however you want to classify it, and yeah, I'm like, okay, you know what? Heavy armor would be good. Of course, you can go armorless, and that's an option too. I ended up wanting to go with, like, one magic in one hand with a bound sword in the other, or perhaps a dual-wielded bound sword. I was looking more into, like, the ward magic. And then I kind of just realized that, or at least, yeah, I kind of just realized that a shield is seemingly just a lot more effective at that kind of stuff. So I started going into using a shield, and I want that on me. And it definitely has been helping a lot having the shield on me. Enchant ring with extra fortify archery. That's something that I should go ahead and have a look. I know that Oh, I think I see what you're saying, right? Because you'd just be able to swap your rings and, like, things like rings, amulets, that kind of stuff. You'd be able to swap them pretty easily. Okay, so if you went ahead and swapped out rings for using your bow, you'd just be able to swap those things real quick, and then get the extra damage on your archery. I like that idea. That is definitely a good option. Eventually, once I hit enchanting 100, I'll be able to put multiple enchantments, and then I could either go with a one-handed and increase archery, or a one-handed and a little bit more of either like resisting an elemental type, whether it's frost or fire or shock, Or I'll just be able to have a bunch of different rings as flex spots, perhaps. Where's that Dalmor stuff? Yeah, that would be smart, keeping a bunch of enchanted rings. I never quite thought about it that way. I am going to also go ahead and head over to back to Skyhaven Temple, and I'm going to grab the stuff that was in that one chest there. Oh. Ah, this is where it spawns you. Right at the door. Yeah, let's have a look at the blade stuff. Because I'm probably going to put that on a stand. And I'll take the arrows too, because they'll look cool. And I'm carrying too much, huh? Okay. Well, let's math this out. 20 will not be enough. Let's go ahead, grab this, head to the door, and teleport out of here. Okay, I've seen people recommend Rings of Water Breathing. I have never really encountered water breathing. So, my question is, when and why would I need water breathing? Like, I haven't seen a whole lot of, whole lot of water. I understand it's something that, oh, hey, that's nice to have. But then you could also probably, like, keep a potion. Although, I guess a potion actually weighs less, or weighs more than the ring. But, like, yeah, I just don't exactly know enough of the game's content to actually realize when a water-breathing ring would actually come in handy there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and give you the blade stuff. I didn't give you the armor. Where's the armor? Oh. There we go. Did I give him a shield as well? Yes, I did. Are they able to carry weapons? Only armor. Good to know. Quick getaways, goofing off, looking around for reasons. Oh, I see. Specifically looking for reasons for water breathing? That would do it. Alright, well... Oh, I could put a shield up there too, huh? Alright. There were a couple things that I wanted to place. I know there was some weapons here, right? Axe of Whiterun. Are there any of the axes, or I mean the whatchamacall weapons? Oh, Dragonclaw. Ivory Dragonclaw? Oh, I don't think I have those on me, huh? Oh, the golden Dragonclaw you would have to steal back, huh? Glass, emerald. Ebony. There we go. There's Dragonbane. Not likely to have a place specifically for the what's it called? Dawnfang, because that's something that is also creation content, so I'm not sure if those will work in there together perfectly. Let's see. Name your rings after to remind you what they do. That's a good idea. Although if you have the same first word, then it'll put them all together. Then you'll be able to see them all at the same time. That's probably something I would do. Galder Blackblade, Galder Blackblow. And a Ghost Blade. Weight of 1. Because it was weight of 1, I wanted to check out the speed and the feel of it. Staff of Magnus, huh? Go ahead and put that on there. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead, leave it at that. I'm gonna be heading off the day. Thank you, Mr. Zombie Robot, for all of your information and for being there for me to chat with and to bounce things off of. Thank you kindly. We'll be back next Monday if you'd like to join us for some more Skyrim. And, of course, we've got our previous streams, if you wanted to see any of that stuff. Because we've done some College of Winterhold, we've done, some other main story quests, and, yeah. What else? Well, I have been putting out some leveling videos here and there as well on the channel, so if you feel like you've missed something, I usually try to give a brief overview of what I did in those leveling episodes somewhere near the start. But anyways, you can go ahead and check on there. All of the content that I have done on this character has been entirely recorded, and sometimes when I do things off camera, I will, I completely scrap it. Like, if I go somewhere for the specific purpose of taking a picture. Like, today I didn't get to see Skyhaven Temple. I just ran through a little bit and took a picture of what some of the inside looks like in Karthspire. And I called it there, because I don't want to be giving myself like much spoilers for story and that sort. But yeah, and then I make sure that I go ahead and start from a previous save, but that doesn't happen a whole lot. Anyways, thank you all for joining us. Of course, I will remind you once again, we do have streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Usually I want to go from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you'd like to join us, you could probably find us around those times. You could also go ahead and join us on our Discord. Link is in the description below. And that's where you'll find some announcements and such. What else? Well, we do play Skyrim on Mondays, Conan on Wednesdays, and For the King 2 on Fridays. We've been doing some multiplayer for the King 2, as well as making quite the castle in Conan, if you'd like to come and join us for that. But yes, thank you. Another shout out to Zombie Robot for sticking around and for keeping me company. And of course, if you're also there in and like they're watching, and go ahead, don't be shy. Just say hi in the chat, and I'd love to have you. We'll see you there next time, though. Starting our next time is on Wednesday, and next Skyrim streams on Monday. Farewell, everyone.